Welcome to the first episode of the Habesha Experience. My name is Mike, and these are my co-hosts.
Sammy Sam in the house, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I'm your boy Tommy. Yep.
And I'm your boy Kid.
Alright, so this...
I'm your boy Kid.
One more time.
I'm your boy Kid.
Okay.
You got the...
This show is basically about our personal experiences as a Ethiopian diaspora in America, right? So it comes from four perspectives here. So you're gonna relate to us, you're gonna laugh at our jokes, you're gonna get sad by our stories, even cry. Who knows? You feel me? I might be tell you a little sad story. So you feel me? So
hopefully you don't cry.
with that being said, please follow us on Habesha Experience. Subscribe to our channel. So today's first episode is going to be about our coming to America story. You feel me? So if you know, you know. If you're born out here, or if you're from there, from Ethiopia, somebody brought you here. You know what I mean? We came to a plane, a boat. I'm joking. We took a plane. You feel me? So I want to hear everybody's coming to America story. So who's going to take this? And
I'll take it. You know, I got some stories for y'all.
So what you got?
My coming to America was like, you know, when I first landed, everything was bright.
oh yeah, yes,
Right?
no, like it was like HD, bro.
Everything was for real, like literally everything was HD, bro.
Are you kidding me? Where did you come from?
I came from the village. I came from the village, you know what I'm saying?
No, he's right. I swear, that's true.
Y'all didn't feel that?
I was shocked. I was shocked.
What do you mean shocked?
You know, like when we back home before we got here,
Yeah.
we watch movies, Hollywood movie, Die Hard, whatever.
Oh, yeah,
and you
you
see
got
all
some.
the downtown and all that. Like you were very impressed. You have
But
expectations.
then when you see the
And when
person,
I land at the airport, I see this Filipino guy that has a shoe that's already like weird down shoes that have hole in it.
yeah.
And I was like, this is America? I see all tankers and all trucks in the airport.
Yeah.
I was like, this is America? I came from Dubai, so like,
You have a
it was like
different perspective.
different perspective.
That's what I'm saying.
And when I come, I was really like shattered.
I'm coming
I
from
even miss my stay in LA and continue to Cuba. I supposed to stay in.
I'm come from a small
Hold that
village,
though. We're
you know
gonna
what I'm
hear your story, but
saying? What I'm saying is I came from a village, so
no.
I know you're from this.
no.
I don't believe that. Really?
No, what I'm saying is like I don't know. So like I said, when I land here, everything was bright. You know what I mean? So
I could
could feel
relate.
it. But moving on to the story, you know, high school. You know, I came when I was like 13, 14 maybe, and then you know, I got in high school, 9th grade, and you know, y'all remember the ESL class, right? They put me in the ESL with a bunch of like different, you know, I mean like a bunch of people.
Foreigners.
We got like everybody, man. Like Indians, and even white kids too from, you know, Eastern European, bro.
That's what's up.
With a funny accent.
You ever thought like white
Yeah.
people don't speak English?
Yeah.
I'm sure it was a shock to see white people not speak English.
That's what I'm saying. When I first see them,
they're
I'm
Europeans.
like, what the hell are they doing here, bro? Like, and then when I get to know them, okay, he's from, you know, some part of.
Cause to us, we watch a movie, you know, we see like Jean-Claude Van Damme, and we're like, yo, we speak perfect English. Living there.
Oh, for real.
Now you come here, you watch it, you're like, bro,
he got an accent.
that nigga got a thick accent, bro.
Yeah.
Straight up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how I felt too. So.
Excuse me, my. I was going to ask you.
can't lift this fast.
There is ESL in high school?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
A special ed or?
Mandatory.
No,
If you're a foreigner, you don't speak English, you have to go.
Yeah.
What they do is
English
when
as
the
a second
second
language.
accent.
I thought it was like, excuse me, I didn't go to high school here. I went to comedy. I started from comedy college.
You took ESL?
And in comedy college, I did one year. But I thought.
Yo, I got a story. I got a story to tell you. Yo. Let me tell you. We don't know the back. Remember that funny story? Okay, go ahead. Finish the story.
I thought it was like, it's not even a story. I was right where I belong. Yeah, we went to high school and I didn't know.
Here's the problem.
They have ESL for y'all.
You're always learning, bro. You're always learning.
Yeah. Let me tell you. Yo, we was in college, right? I was trying to, you know, you're trying to get to English 1?
Yeah.
I was like, yo, they placed me in 84, and I'm like, hell no, I'm gonna take that shit
84
again.
would be the lowest, right?
No, 84 is like to English one is like one more class.
Well,
I got in there and then I placed like back then I didn't care. I just, you know, like I just took whatever and got out and then there was a Habesha lady in there. And then she was like,
no,
she saw me take it twice.
You failed twice.
No, yeah, you're right. I bombed it because I really didn't care. Bro, I was on the phone 30 hours a day.
You didn't prepare.
I did not prepare. I did not care. I didn't give a fuck, right? So I went in there, bombed it. Second time I bombed it is my last try. The Habesha lady is like the front lady. She was like, she welcomes you and sits you down. And she was like, I've seen you twice here. She's like, you should consider ESL. I'm like, hell no, nigga. She straight up told me, bro.
That's crazy.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck is your problem, bro? I was mad.
Michael got off.
I was offended. I'm like, what you mean, bro? Like,
I speak English.
I know, like, it's just like, I didn't put enough time, you
She's
know?
looking like in the best interest for you. I mean, she's
Not necessarily. I mean, because he.
Nah, I know Habesha.
She wasn't looking
Yeah, nah, she like,
She saw you struggling. She's like, nigga needs help.
nah, but you know, people don't understand, like I really didn't care. I just came in.
That's
like,
really,
you
the
know
real,
what I mean?
the real thing is the
Yeah.
effort.
Exactly.
But getting off topic, but what are we?
Yeah, let's get back to our.
How it started.
So,
when
yeah,
we first
go back-
landed in this.
Yes, go back to
in
my
this
story.
nation, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead. You wanna?
You finished your story?
Well, I was gonna say, I mean,
Go ahead.
Mine was like that. You know, a bunch of people. You know, everybody got thick accent, including myself back in the days. You know, and it was. I like it, the fact that we got introduced to different cultures. Like
yeah.
that blend was amazing,
Yeah.
and I enjoyed it.
But how was it though? Like, what did you tell Mama? Like, how your day was like?
Bro, they don't.
They guys send
I'll tell you one thing.
Mom?
his mom, his parents, they have parents.
I'm gonna tell you.
All day, they spend their time at school
And they come back home.
What do you tell a family story?
You don't tell them anything. It's like
That's it?
your parents. They only want you to go to school. F the other shit.
Yeah.
They go to work. You go to school. How's your day, Manaman?
I think.
It's rarely there. Like, yo, you got an A plus? No? Why not?
Study.
Literally.
Study more.
Simple as that.
Don't have an A plus? What you mean you don't have an A plus? It was literally like that. It's like no excuse. If you get caught, I used to get in trouble in middle school. When I was there, I used to fight over some. People used to tell me, F you. I didn't understand the culture.
Yeah.
And I used to fight so much. In 1 year, I got suspended like 3 times. Over like stupid stuff.
Damn, Mike was a gangster.
Yeah, and then every day I used to be at the office, and when my parents come, they'd be so disappointed. Like, damn, you know that lecture you get, like, we didn't bring you out here for blah 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 blah, and it's like, yo, that shit is worse than like, I'd rather get my ass whooped than like somebody, your parents telling you like, yo,
Parents lecturing you.
yeah, like you know what I mean. So they don't want to hear you about, they don't want to hear about like your day or whatever. Just go to school, you're a student.
And they're busy too. They're living their own life. They're
Yeah.
probably working.
Yeah.
They're not working. You know,
Yeah.
it's tough, man.
As long as you
They're not making a lot of money. They're working 12 hours a day. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's the least of their concerns.
They gotta provide for you. You just gotta
Did you go to school?
Go to
Is the
school.
question.
That's the least you could do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So y'all heard about my story coming to America, so I want to hear.
I'll tell you my story. So I came.
Sam.
I came at a young age, and I don't know about y'all being bright, but the first thing I experienced is like this shit was clean, bro.
Nah, that's what it is.
So you mean bright?
That's what I'm saying.
Bright and clean.
Super clean. The roads, there's nobody walking around, and I'm like, what the fuck? Where's all the people, man?
Exactly.
That was my first shock when I'm in there. And then, you know, ended up first when I landed here, I was probably 9 years old, 10 years old, 10, 9, 10.
You came out early.
I came really early.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we lived in Orange County at the time. My father had a spot in Orange County, so you can imagine, I was the only white person in the whole fucking block over there. Not even a block, I'm almost the whole city.
Yeah.
So it was
You mean a
funny.
black person?
Did I say white?
You said what?
I was the only black person in the whole fucking, you know, like, the whole block, everywhere around. Man.
Yeah, I feel you.
Drink so much.
I know, he's like, yo, I'm white.
It really does to you.
I mean, dude, listen, man, it was insane. It was literally, we're the only black family on the whole area, in Orange County.
You broke too, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm saying the household was the only black household in the whole, you know, environment.
Where do you live? Irvine?
No, it's called Walnut.
Walnut, yeah.
Now it's all ruled by Asians and shit like that. But yeah, so I mean, and but my first experience, man, it was that I remember the first day I came to, like, it was a couple days later, literally after a week later, I didn't have to go to school.
Oh, you came in August?
I mean, literally, yeah, so I had to go to school.
Same time.
My father just really took me, I didn't speak any English, zero, you know, because the English was like...
Oh, come on, you have like some idea.
No idea. I mean, I know how to do the ABCs, but other than that...
See that?
Yeah, like, you know, I know banana, stuff, and then I remember I used to have like a teacher, Indian teacher. I used to fucking mental.
How old was when you got here?
Oh, it's 10, 9,
You
10
were
years old.
10?
Yeah.
So you were, what kind of school was you attending back home in Ethiopia?
It's called Nuera. It was.
Oh yeah.
What was that again?
Nuera.
Gordis.
Yours.
Yeah, and
Oh
Gordis.
yeah, I know that.
That little school,
Yeah,
that
it was a little
with
private school.
burgundy.
Yeah, brown.
Yeah.
Brown and yellow was our.
Yeah.
It was a private school. It was cool, but I mean, English was not like.
So you was got like third grade back home. Second grade or third grade?
No. It was like more like fourth grade.
Fourth grade.
Didn't
But
teach you-
we had an English subject, but everything was taught in Amharic.
Oh yeah.
Then when you get to high school, then all the courses were taught in English.
That's true.
So at that point, you know, my only thing is I had an English class, but you know, you're learning how to count fucking feet up. You know what I'm saying? Like A, B, C. That's what we were saying. I remember we just regurgitate that shit.
Or they write down the sentence and you write
So
it.
when I come here and the teacher's asking me a question, I can't respond to that shit. I don't even know what the fuck she's talking about, man. I'm just confused. So my father takes me to school, takes me to the principal, introduces me, and he's like, "All right, I'll see you after school."
I'll use that.
So you feel like you're abandoned, right?
Whoa, man! I don't know what to do. Like he just literally took me there, and he's like, "Sumilon sama." Listen to what he says. That's all he told me. I was like, I can't even understand this nigga. How am I gonna listen to him?
Yeah.
So the principal took me. The class already started because I came like in the middle of the day.
Oh, you have to get introduced to the
whole.
Oh, bro.
So I walk in. There's like 30 students in there.
Yeah.
And I'm the fucking kid from Africa, the only black guy in the whole fucking school. Like I'm over there like this without
Yeah.
Like so, hey, I want you to say hi to this new guy from Africa. That's what they said. He's from Ethiopia. Do you guys know where Ethiopia is?
Yeah.
And then the teacher's like, she takes out a map and she shows them where it is. And this is America. This is Ethiopia. You know, like, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm just like,
damn, bro.
yeah. So that was, and then she takes me to a seat. And I just take a seat and she like, points at me and I don't know what to do. And I'm standing. She goes like this. And
Oh, did that sit? Oh.
Literally. That's how bad it was. I mean, then I sat down and look at how my fucking introduction to America was.
Damn.
So it was harsh.
Dude, we want to hear your story, man. I feel like yours is very interesting.
What you got?
Man, they take me to prison.
Yeah.
For real, man, they took me to prison, man, from LAX.
You came from what? Cuba,
Oh,
right?
tell us the whole backstory. I mean, what
The
was
whole
that?
backstory was like, I was in Dubai and Thailand back and forth with my brother. He's a businessman. I was chilling with him. And I keep insist, like, he want to go to India to study business and stuff, then to help family. But I keep telling him, like, he needs to send me to the US. He needs to send me to the US. So I was paying all the ass for him. He decided to send me to the US. And at that time, 9/11 was like 2001.
Oh yeah.
And this is 2000.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
it's
so right after 9/11.
Not even a year in.
9/11. So to come to the US is like,
Struggle.
we think
Struggle
like,
was not even a word, my man.
yeah, it was struggle. We
Yeah.
think today's Trump is like hard to get in. Back then it was, everything was on lockdown.
That's true.
If you trying to fly to the US, they have special person. They hire a vendor, they hire, investigate, background, do background on everyone that's getting in the plane toward the US.
I heard also back home they shut down the embassy. Like, you know what?
When?
DV. Right when that happened.
Oh, yeah.
In Ethiopia?
Yeah, that was horrible time
Shut
to
down.
travel to the
No
US.
more visa. But yeah, go ahead, continue.
So like, but then we found a route to Thailand. He brought me to Thailand back, and there was this Liberian guys that used to come to the US, and they was using some route, and we pursued that. We secure a Cuban visa, and I'm supposed to stay. I'm supposed to travel from Thailand to Beijing, China. Spend 2 days from Beijing to LA, from LA to Mexico City, from Mexico City to
Havana.
Havana. But I don't have to do all that because I'm supposed to remain in the US. But when I got in the US, I don't know, you guys were saying like, you guys seen lights, cleanness and stuff.
Because you was in Hong Kong,
You was in-
you was in Dubai.
My man is
We came straight from Addis, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, so to you it's like
that might play tricks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because
what I see is like
Change the world.
How long were you there? Were you in Dubai or?
Dubai. I spend it quite often.
Oh,
More
see?
than-
I mean, come on, man.
I live it there. I live it in Thailand too. Bangkok, I spend 1 month. But Dubai is like
I've changed that for you.
Dubai is
Your
like
perspective
6 months.
Yeah.
I was living there. I was actually living there. I'm supposed to help family doing business, and like it's my own pursuit that brought me here. And my brother, I keep yelling at him, so he had to send me here. But at the end of the minute, I flew from Beijing to LAX. I got nervous or something like that, and I didn't stay in my first attempt. I continued in Cuba.
oh wow.
So my whole visa stay was for 30 days. I stayed 30 days in Cuba. Secure another visa because that was failed. There's a different story going on in Cuba, but like somehow, some way, people helped me. I get help in the Mexican Airlines back to LA. In LA, I did what I was supposed to do. It is true in some category, the US is vast and very economically, plus in many other ways that we are not part of the discussion, very powerful nation. But when you come here, you can be somebody. And there is a lot of opportunity, endless of opportunities, but you cannot have with a dormant mentality from back home and expect all this, like what you know, are here. You need to work for them.
That's true.
You need to solicit them. You need to go. You have to have go-getter mentality in order to make it. You have to be smart at the same time, smart and sure. And you need. Needless to mention, you need to trust nobody.
You need the info, you need the game, somebody to pass you the game.
Main thing.
Yeah, if you don't know a lot of info, man, you go and get stuck in one position, one job, you know what I mean? So you gotta do, like you said, it's a
So I wouldn't tie that one, that story.
Go for it.
What I was saying is like, because my experience made me not to like this, it doesn't mean you cannot come in like this. Definitely. This is just my experience, maybe not like.
What's up with the women? You know you're gonna like the women out here. Nah?
The woman.
I was trying to be funny. The women.
Of course. You threw me off for a little bit.
I was trying to be funny.
The woman, it was, of course, we discussed them already.
That could have like its own discussion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, did I talk about my story? I've kind of.
No, you haven't. You haven't actually told us.
No, you didn't. Actually, you talked about.
No.
I'll tell you what. When I came out here, that's my brother. So we came together.
Yeah.
We was confused as hell. It was like yo, clear, streets clean. We got placed in school. I got in school and I was super, like culture shock hit me like.
Oh yeah.
Like a truck hit a guy with a bicycle. It was like, and then I'm like, what's going on?
What do you mean?
It was hard, bro. I just could not vibe with people. I did not mesh because I see everybody is like, I used to hang out with friends and they could be like, yo, fuck you. And I used to fight with them. Because I didn't understand it. And then I was by myself and I didn't know. Like, I knew English, but I had an accent. I was placed in ESO, but I spoke to the director to get out of ESO the first day. I was like, I know English, get me out of there. I don't know what made me do it. I swear I don't know. To this day, I got placed in regular English. And then the kids in that class used to be like, nigga, you don't know English. Write it down. She used to be like, write it down on a piece of paper. Write it down. She used to like direct. I'm like, I know what she's doing. It's just the fact that I had an accent, I didn't like it.
You scared to talk.
I was scared to talk, but let me tell you one thing I did. Personally, I worked on my accent. I used to stare at the mirror and repeat words.
Really?
Oh, for real?
I swear. I used to repeat words and then like...
I didn't do that.
No, it was just a personal thing. I used to go to the bathroom, lock it, and then like, I had a friend of mine, Neb, shout out to him.
No wonder you take like an hour to...
Yeah, like, Neb used to speak, he used to say certain words when I used to hang out with him. And then I'm like, yo, how did he say it? Remember, I go to the bathroom.
Neb was more Americanized.
He was born out here, citizen, and I used to hang out with a bunch of like black dudes. My brothers.
It's different for you, but for me, it's just like, like I mentioned earlier, it was all like, foreigners. we all have accents, and we think we speak the perfect English. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then, but after that,
Nah, but can you imagine like me just being rebelling, getting out of ESL, and then being placed in an English class and hanging around with niggas that used to like. I would say one thing and they're like, "What did he say?" And they used to crack up on me. Yeah, and I'm like, and I stuck with them.
And it prevents you from progressing or for trying, you know?
No, I was like, I'm gonna be like y'all soon. In 6 months, I was like hanging around with them, clowning.
A lot of people, that holds them back. You know, that fear, that being, you know, constant. It's almost like being bullied. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's the same thing.
I looked at it like y'all not about to clown me. I'm gonna come back.
So you overcame it.
Speak like y'all, talk like y'all, clown like y'all,
dress like y'all.
Dress like y'all.
Also, peer pressure make you learn
the language or the accent, really.
No, this is the accent, just to speak American rather than like I can speak like regular English.
For me, like I'm sorry to cut you.
No, go for it.
What I was gonna say is like for me, like playing basketball.
There you go. There you go.
When you play ball with everybody, you know, like they don't even care like what you sound like. You feel me? Like,
no, he's right.
When you shoot, you got the game. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're shooting the ball, you know, when they see you got game, like you know how to play, then you be cool with them. And that's how I developed it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I think that's very important.
It is.
Basketball court in the US are diverse.
No, not diverse. It's very Americanized.
You see Mongolia that can dunk.
Bro, you guys gotta understand.
They're not diverse.
Basketball court is not diverse.
No.
It's a very
let me tell you.
Meaning, I'm talking about like it's a lot of black people and they have some minor Hispanics.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Maybe now.
When I was growing up, I don't know about
Let me tell you, even
if we play on the park,
exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
Park is different. Yeah, park is everybody that whatever. But I'm talking about like playing competitive or whatever.
Oh no,
it was all like.
Bro, right now, being a foreigner is like completely normal.
Yeah.
We was at a time when we was in school, bro. This is pre-Drake, when Drake was talking about Ethiopian women at all.
Yeah.
Being Ethiopian was like, bro, you Ethiopian, you hungry, bro. That was like the thing. We're like, oh, y'all hungry. Feed the children. BET used to show us
booty scratcher.
Yeah, BET. Bro, at nighttime, it was like, yo, donate 25 cents to feed blah, blah, blah.
There was a joke that to this day, I fucking will never forget. The joke was on BET, like you said.
Yeah.
And he said, you know, I went to an Ethiopian restaurant on Fairfax. And,
How bold or nothing?
What is that? I went across.
Yeah. He's like, what y'all eat? How bold or nothing?
Who fed y'all? The Red Cross? Like, you know, those are the kind of shit we used to get. I remember that.
Bro, straight up. And this was, like I said, like, now, you know, like, women, you know, they get blah, 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 Ethiopian, God, that's cool. But back then, it's like, you African?
You got a lot of
that's what I'm saying. You African? You play basketball, you cool. We clown you, but you good.
You never.
Bro, I had niggas tell me, like, you're not black. Don't say nigga. And I'm like, what you mean I'm blacker than you, nigga? Fuck out of here. Straight up. Nigga, I'm from the land, bro. Get the fuck out of here. And then they're like, and then sometimes I'll be like, I'm not black. And then they're like, you are black. What you mean? You from Africa. And I'm like, all right, pick a side, bro. Like, straight up. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's the kind of battle we went through. You know, I personally went through is like coming out here, but, you know, I readjusted like kind of quick, you know, in high school. When I got there, it's like everything became gravy. Right. But, hey, let me tell you, let's talk about some funny stuff. What's like one funny thing that you did that's like, oh shit, like, I'm not supposed to. What did I just do? Like, anybody can take it.
I can take it. One time in school, I don't know if you guys remember the free lunch.
The calendar ticket?
The calendar was
the ticket.
Right?
Lunch ticket.
Yeah.
My man's like, I don't understand.
By the way, they say got it?
Hell yeah.
They say got it?
They still got it?
When you're like low income family, I think you have to give a little background.
Oh,
yeah. You don't have car.
No, now it's
low income family.
Digital. That's what I'm trying to say.
Maybe.
By the way, it's not for everybody, like you said.
It's for low income.
It's for low income.
So the majority of the time it was Hispanics and like, you know, people from foreign.
No, niggas be embarrassed to eat that shit.
That's what I was about to point out. Like, niggas would never eat that shit, and they'd rather starve than get in line and be seen as one of those people who has to eat free food. And that's what identified everybody else or divided people.
If you're like, you know, Habesha grew up here, they will never eat. They're like, nah, man, that's.
Oh, really?
That's the way. Yeah.
Yeah, them niggas.
I didn't know.
They'd be like,
I know a couple of niggas that used to be like, oh, bro, nigga, I know your pops. What nigga? I'm just talking about
Your pops.
you feel me?
Well,
Like,
yeah,
I
so
know your family,
what it is,
nigga.
it's like it was a government program for like a low income.
Yeah, it's a government subsidized.
No, it's just a school mandatory lunch. You feel me? You gotta be fed because you're there 8 hours,
Exactly.
even more, right? A day.
I mean,
So you gotta be fed.
Your boys trying to take advantage. You feel me? Like coming from back home, like you know, they got some chicken, they got some fries,
Nah, the bean
It's
burrito.
good.
and then so they have this calendar. They give you like beginning of the school.
Yeah, it's like
whatever.
breakfast, lunch, breakfast, lunch,
Yeah,
breakfast,
so,
lunch.
like
On a calendar.
that has like that's like orange.
Shitty story, yeah.
That's like it has like dates on it.
Yeah.
And then and the funny part is like I used to like put it in front of a binder, like I used to like.
So you won't forget, right?
Like, hell yeah, you feel me? Like
Yeah, I did the
I
same
need to
thing
eat,
too,
bro.
man.
And then so that's what I had. So the funny story that I had was that right after that they went digital. Like they start giving out codes, like
Yeah,
4-digit codes.
In them.
So what you do is like you go to the cashier and you punch in the number,
The pin number.
the PIN number.
Yeah.
You just punch it in. She's like, okay, you're good to go. You're clear.
Mm.
The cashier said that. And then one time, me and the homie, me and the homie went to the cafeteria, right? So we went there, and he knows about it because you know he came earlier than me. You know what I mean? So I thought at first he's gonna show me on how to do it because you know I don't know PIN. You know what I mean? Like I have no clue, bro. And then he went over there. He quickly picked up his food. He went and punched his number. He left, right? And I was expecting him to show me, but you know that dude just gone, bro. Like he left me alone. And then at the end of the day, I walk into the cashier, and I saw it was right here. You know what I mean? But then again, I thought what I did was I reached out to the cashier. You know what I mean? Started punching the number. That was so funny, bro. And then she's like, "Hey man, what are you doing?" No man, that's not how you do it, bro.
Get your ass back. Get your ass back and go on the other side of the line.
And then right after she said that, they saw me, man. They were dying, cracking up, bro. Everyone was laughing. I was like sweating, bro. Like I was hot. That was embarrassing, bro.
Y'all got any other funny stories?
I got one story. I mean, it's not that funny, but it's still funny. I mean, let me tell you. So I remember first coming to America, and I'm saying this is after, like my very first day. I walk in. My father has a house somewhere in Orange County, whatever. We go down the stairs. We have to put our shantacho and I got it. As soon as I walk down, I see a fucking dog in the corner. It didn't even do it.
What? He's not scared?
I ran upstairs, man. I refused to go downstairs, man. I was screaming. I would not leave. And now, it's not really. You should know.
Oh, it's a fake dog?
And now I came downstairs. I looked at him. It was a fake dog. And then you know one of those dogs like that?
Oh yeah.
But it was just like that, you know, back home, I always scared of dogs. Like, I was traumatically fucked up at night. Even to this day, like, when I see a dog, I get a little shaken up.
Damn.
Yeah, so that was like...
Let me tell you a funny story. We was in school, and there was like a whole bunch of us. At this point, we're in high school, and it's a whole bunch of us, so we barely speak, right? We don't say anything. We hang out, but we don't talk. Because if we speak a lick of Amharic, we feel like, oh, it's probably a girl. We all have like crushes and shit.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, yo, this bitch might pass, don't say shit. We be isolated in the corner.
Habesha girls that you guys have?
Nah, just was a black girl. She like, cause
Oh, she might.
yeah. Let me tell you.
Like, he's a fuck, man.
Let me tell you the funniest shit. So this one nigga joined us. He came straight from Ethiopia. We're not gonna say names.
Yeah.
This nigga had on like a alphabet how we had t-shirt. We're like, bro, this nigga about to embarrass us, blah blah blah. And then he came. I remember like before lunch, this one dude had a class with him, and then he was like, bro, he embarrassed me. He came, and then he was like, when he got to class, he shook the teacher's hand. He did that. He was like, yo, he did that, and then he was like, yo, he pointed at the map. He was like, yo, bro, I don't know what to do. He came. We were standing at the library, and then he had the shirt on, and then this one nigga's like super big. This nigga always like he's like the UN. He changed country every week. So he's like, oh, he came and he was like, fuck, he comes, blah, blah. The girl I like is over there, blah, blah, right? And then he started talking to us, and then he started talking about like Habesha music. And then he started singing, bro.
Whoa.
Yeah, he started leaning like this. You know how you lean like this in the wall? And he started singing. And then me and the other dude like, hell, nigga, we out of here.
Oh, man.
That shit was too funny, bro.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Mine was like, when I got here, I was very aware of the exchange rate back home, the way they do it back home. And I came here, you know, I already told you I was a budget, I only have 70 bucks. I went to some kind of store and I asked for Coca-Cola, and he gave me a jug of Coca-Cola, and he told me like $1.50 or something. So immediately $1.50, I multiplied with the exchange rate of back home.
Oh, so you're like 30 something?
Like 30 something or 20 something, whatever it was. I was like, no, thank you, sir.
Salam.
He talked to me, nigga, now. I can move my
I know my price.
I know my price.
Bro.
I have to walk away, dog.
That's too much.
What about the homies said?
You don't make mistakes like that.
The homies said, which I'm not going to mention name.
Oh, the homies.
To the homies, remember the homies?
The homies, they just came. Shout out to y'all, man. My brothers. They came, they just landed here, and then they was placed in summer school.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Them niggas was placed in summer school, right? So they got to summer school first day. No lunch, they there all day, you know what I mean? Like, they just there. Like, they don't know anything. They gave them like whatever dollar to eat food or whatever, so they were there, took the class, they were on lunch break, so they didn't know what to get. They were really hungry. So they see a vending machine. They see a vending machine and they're like, yo. And then they see somebody like, ooh, and then take whatever out, right? And then they saw, and then they're like, they saw a Twix. And they're like, let's get that. Pull out $1, put it in. And then they're like, they didn't know how to do it. So they're like, TWI.
Wixie, I don't know.
So they're like, there's no X, bro.
I'll take X.
You feel me? True story, bro. Like,
That was hilarious.
Why should we just sound none of me out
damn, bro. Everybody has those fuck ups, man.
Yeah, man. It's just high school is just rough, bro. I mean,
bro, like
high school, I know that.
When you're in school, like especially if you start in middle school and high school, these kids are brutal. But you know what I mean? It made us like personally, it made me who I am today because I'm like, bro, you feel me? Like that's the kind of stuff you. It means nothing. Like especially like a lot of people like out here. I don't understand how people are like, oh, bully, bro. It's nothing. You clap back. You feel me?
Well,
if they beat you, beat them back.
Not everybody has the same type of. I like that confidence.
We have the back home mentality. You know?
Yeah.
We're constantly fighting, so it's okay.
Yeah.
And now you learn to fight back. But here, they're babied all through high school.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So it's intimidating. It's hard. But I understand. But even going through high school, it's been really, really tough for a lot of Habesha.
When you first got here, when do you feel you're really like melting pot, like you integrated into the environment or surroundings?
When I fit in?
When you feel you fit in, number one. Number two, in that transition period, what was your feeling? Was it boredom? Was it hate? Was it anger? Was it happiness?
To me, it all made sense to me around like 11th, 12th grade.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in there, I was like, everything started to make sense because I started, like, even though I used to hang out with people, I just felt isolated as a person. But the minute I started like maturing up, I started 17, 18, I was like, all right, it all makes sense because everybody's grown and then they think different. And then I got in tune with the culture.
Yeah.
You feel me? Everything made sense to me. And then I'm like, now I feel like, now LA's my home, bro. I don't know much about LA. I came here when I was young, bro. Before I even went out.
Yeah.
If I, like, this is my second home. Even my first home, I play.
You lived here more.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So it's like, to me, it made sense around that time. So by the time I was in college, everything, like not even college, like 11th, 12th grade, it clicked to me. I'm like, okay, I get it now. I have to act a certain way. Like, this is how, you gotta go with the system.
So do you feel you fit in right now, or there's at least a few percentage of feeling of lost?
I'm not lost at all. I'm in here, like, this is home to me. You could drop me off in Wichita, I'll be good. Because everything makes sense now.
But I think
I disagree with that, and I think my thing is, as a Habesha, there's always like Dubois used to say, W.E. Dubois. There's a split personality. You're partly Ethiopian, part American. You know what I'm saying? You don't fit in anywhere completely. Like, I love hanging out with Habesha people, but I think at the same time I'm very different because I grew up here. But when I hang out with Americans or whatever here, there's a nostalgic feeling that I feel like I'm missing something when I'm not, you know.
But let me tell you something.
Nostalgia special.
Yeah, so I feel like there's not a place where I can fit in completely, and I'm always divided. Whether I'm hanging out with Habesha, I feel like I'm not experiencing enough, and if I'm hanging out with foreigners, then I feel like I'm not accepting my culture enough or embracing my culture.
But let me tell you something. Being a foreigner, that's what's good about it. Like, say like you hang around with Habesha people, right?
Yeah.
You become Habesha.
Yeah.
You with white people, you become that.
You learn to shift, or if you're with black people,
that's what I'm saying.
Hang out with,
pull out. No disrespect to anybody, but people that are born here, they don't know how to do that. They're like, oh, when they come here, they're like,
but don't you feel like you play a role? You're
no,
that's
a role,
not necessarily how you.
Like, no, you're being yourself.
Let me ask you this: like, when you go to Ethiopia, you feel like you're at home because there's not another part that isolates you, that pulls you.
You're playing a game though,
not really, because you feel like there's not a position where somebody else is pulling you in the direction. You don't feel like you're missing something, or you don't feel like that. Oh, maybe that person doesn't like me because of my accent. Maybe because that guy's not judging me because of my intent. You feel like you fit in. This is like everybody accepts me for who I am.
Let me ask you a question. Let me answer your question with a question.
Yeah.
Even though you're here, you live here, you know how to speak, you know how to communicate. Even if you're here with Americans or whatever, you know how to play that game. You know how to be comfortable.
I do, but
so it's not
back of my mind though. I'm always questioning myself. Like, I'm not 100% like I got this. I understand it. I don't know.
I'm not like that.
Well, yeah, that's for you.
I understand me because like if you chill with like whites or blacks, like how long you would have like invigorated discussion or something like that. You run out quickly. Hey, I was so where you from? And a couple of discussion after that, you done, bro.
Because you don't have that deep, like me and you, say for example, we can go any range and we can talk about anything. Yeah. It's all about friendship and how close you are with the person. It's not about like what specific ethnic race that you are. If you can engage and like shift to any like thing, any continent, we'll close out. Any continent that you want to be in, say you want to go to Chinese people, you want to go in there and like be them and then be them and be that. I feel like.
Do you feel like you're accepted every one of those places you go to?
No.
Yeah.
But so then there is something missing then.
That's
my thing. My thing is I always feel like there's something missing. I'm there. I feel like I'm part of this, but I feel like at the end of the day, there's something that's not.
What is that something?
You feel like you don't belong. Like,
it's not 100%. Like I would not be as comfortable as. I don't have the words to describe it. I really do. I don't have the vocabulary to describe it. But there is this void inside of you that you just cannot. I don't know how to explain it.
What if you grew up with that person though? Like
that's exactly what I was gonna say.
So you grew up with him, like from the beginning.
Well, regardless,
middle school, high school.
You will even having two different languages. Yeah. There's certain things that you can't express the way that other person can express it.
Yeah.
For example,
that's what I'm saying.
You know, our white homie that grew up with
Oh yeah.
Bro, like he's like the whitest of white people, right? He grew up with us. I understand him. He says nigga in front of us. Like we didn't care. Like we still had that connection. Like, you know, to this day we connect through social media. Blah blah blah. I don't see him any different. Like how I see. Like
have you ever had sleepover in his crib?
Well, me and him have been like. I'm gonna tell you one thing. We was in college one time. Me and him hung out together. We got drunk together, but at some point you split apart and you get close to like your own ethnic.
Why?
I don't know, it's just what it is.
That's what I'm saying. That's that void that's missing inside of you. That's what I feel like.
There's no void. I'm like, I'm good anyway.
No. I mean, your feeling is right. I'm not saying, I'm not denying.
No, I.
But to me, from my experience, when the question you ask is, I just feel like, dude, I never fit 100%. I don't fit 100% with Habesha. I don't fit 100% with Americans. I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like you have to be present wherever you're at, because you know most of the time in America we're like, what's next? Oh my God, I have laundry. This and that. I just feel like
it's the gap of cultural difference.
Yeah, it is a cultural difference.
Because forget coming to America, coming to Ethiopia. When I went from Eritrea to Ethiopia,
you didn't match with them.
I didn't master my Amharic, but I met 3 friends, and we hang out consecutively for 3 days. Non-stop. We was drinking, we was eating, we was doing all that. Like we merged together, and it's different what I experienced out here. Out here, the trust is not there. You don't feel welcome. Like you have to build that.
No.
Over there, it's already built.
I agree, but what makes it? It's just the system. That's how society is out here. Once you understand that, you good. Like for example, right? Say I have food right now, and I can like, if I have with my black friends, I could just be like. But me being me, I'm like, yo, bro, you want some?
Yeah.
And then they be confused, like, you offering me food?
Yeah. No, let me ask you this. Let's say you have a Jedi, you have some food, and now you say, oh, nibla talala.
Yeah.
Habesha will jump on it. Americans will be like, the fuck?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's the dichotomy of it. That's the split.
100%. You have to understand that.
Cultural difference.
You have to know where you're at. You have to be aware of your environment, of who you're with, and what you're doing. If you're that, you're good. You're clear, bro.
You can't have sleepover. You can't have sleepover. You have white friends. You can't have sleepover and get like, what's that, pudding or something? They're gonna get.
I'm some crazy shit, bro.
You're gonna come. He gonna have sleepover, and your mom gonna put that injera in the front, like. There's no spoon, there's no fork, like he's gonna be confused, like when you guys are like,
no, but that's the beauty of
this
culture.
gap is what's causing all this uplift.
But that's the beauty of culture, is that they have to respect that. Like when you're young, they clown you. They're like, but once a grown person, you invite them to their house, bro. Culture is the most.
But I think you're getting it a little confused, because we're talking about this, not necessarily how to relate to people, but like there's just. Yeah, I don't even know.
I get it.
Like that.
Like you're not in sync with like another race than like Habesha, brother.
Not in sync fully.
Yeah.
We gotta wrap it up, guys.
Yeah, let's wrap it.
Yep.
Our director's doing what? But hey, we can actually discuss continue this conversation. Actually, whatever y'all heard, please leave a comment. Whatever y'all think. Let's hear about your story as well. And if there's we might have some people come up and speak about their story. So we might have a
guest speaker
part 2 on this like second season we have coming up. So anybody want to close it? Anybody want to say something before we close?
I think that's a wrap for us.
Well, much love. Thank you for paying attention and following us and watching. Slam the like button.
I like that.
God, please slam the unlike button too. We welcome all.
No, we don't welcome them.
No,
man.
but
I always like it.
Comment, like you said, subscribe, all of that. It's fun.
Yeah, like any opinions or like whatever you disagree, agree. If y'all think he has a dope story, if y'all could relate to it. Agree with it. I told my story, he told his story. So, it's our perspective. Let's hear your story, see what you got. So, that's all.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, we're going to end it right now. Please like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. If you watched it all the way through, make sure you watch it all the way through.
Keep recording.
And subscribe to the channel. This is the Habesha Experience. Follow us on Instagram, Habesha Experience.
Yeah, this shit will get the plug back. Riders block is on, we finna get the buzz back. Type of flow that make a girl booty bounce and all that. This a year I'm gonna blow, I'm stating all facts. Scheming $1 million, no minimum wage. Flying with private pilot, champagne for the pain. Toast to the air, champagne all in the hair. It's a celebration, nigga, I'm supposed to be here.